2022. I'm headed to the W2. Get some of that guaranteed money, sonny. Let's do it. First off, I want to talk about a text I got from Walmart Spark last night saying it's going to be busy. Right on. Now they put out the same incentive though that they've had all week, which is a good one. $50, $40 for 7 deliveries. That's almost $6 a delivery. That's a good incentive. And then they have the morning, so if you can work in the morning, you can make another $10. At least every delivery before 9 a.m. you get $5, so you can make 2 fairly easy. That's $50 a day for incentives. That's not bad at all for during the week. They've actually put out $200 in incentives this week during the week. That's not bad. I take that. Now, they're expected to be busy today. I would assume they're expected to be busy during the weekend. We'll see what kind of incentives they got. Now, I have to work. So my big plan is to go to the W2 today, go straight home, get some rest. That's exactly what I did last night. And then do whatever I can tomorrow with the W2 and Sunday. And then Monday hit it hard and try to end that incentive, whatever it may be, for sure. Here's what I want to talk about today. Now, let's say this first. Walmart Spark is making a bunch of changes. They've basically taken over DDI. Now, DDI is the stuff that is the place that was doing the onboarding, and I think they also take care of the pay, and they may have been the company also taking care of the customer service by reading the stuff that Walmart Spark's been putting out. Now Walmart's taking that all over. It's a mess. Now for us that are already here, we're probably not upset that it's such a mess because it takes forever to get hired by Walmart Spark. Now that they've taken it over, it might get better. Now, it depends on how you want to look at that. Now, also, Walmart put out a big thing saying that they plan on keeping Walmart Spark going into the future. Actually, it was an advertisement for drivers, that they need drivers if you want to come along, that they plan to keep using independent contractors. They even talk about shopping deliveries in this little corporate thing they put out. If you haven't seen it, if you're in a Facebook group, you could probably find it pretty easy. And the last thing that I want to talk about, it's a little scary for sure, is Wednesday. The last delivery I did was the Arnold store, and I see one of the new delivery vans. Now it was just one van, right? It wasn't 4 or 5 vans. It was just one van, and it was just parked. Obviously not being used. Is it a little scary? Yeah. Along with all the crazy Loba offers that we've been getting lately, they seem to just all hit all at once. The two combined, pretty kind of scary. But really, what can one van do? Especially if they're going to carry the groceries in and put them in people's cabinets and the icebox and all that. 7 deliveries a day, because they only plan on working 8 to 5 or 9 to 5, maybe. Not even in the evening. Is there a need for that service? Yes, there is. I've had several people now that they're for a few weeks, 2 or 3 weeks in a row now. The shopping orders have been rampant. I've had quite a few people, I'd say 1 or 2 a day, at least 1 a day, ask me to bring the groceries in. So there is a need for that service, but I don't know how much of a need. It just depends. But one van isn't isn't gonna, one van per store isn't going to change the world. No doubt. That's like one magic hour. Sometimes the Arnold store, for instance, it's a decent example. They'll have 12, 13 cars there lined up. Well, one van isn't going to replace 13 cars. Now, what you could see, Walmart farms so many of these deliveries out. They lose money on that. If anybody's ever worked for DoorDash, you know that the .com orders paid more when you did it for Walmart. They did pay it better. So if they just took up the slack of whatever they give Walmart, and they also give deliveries to Uber, they also give deliveries to Point Pickup, whatever that is. It's not a very popular thing here in St. Louis. In places like that, maybe they'll just take that slack up, before, it eats into Spark, and for sure. There's times where I'm at Manchester Road, and, I tend to talk to people, even though I don't like them very much. No, I'm just kidding. People, that is. I tend to talk to people, and a lot of times, if there's 3 cars at the Manchester Road store, 2 of them are DoorDash. I've seen that more than once. That people are driving for DoorDash and not Walmart Spark. But more and more too, when you talk to somebody that works for Spark, they also did work for DoorDash. So little by little, those DoorDash drivers are coming to Spark. Why wouldn't they? You know what I mean? So just some news. Along with Walmart Spark saying, "Be ready, we're going to be busy." I actually see the van. One of the new vans. So, what do I think about all the low-ball offers? My acceptance rate went from, I bragged about having it all green. Then my acceptance rate right after that went from 40% down to the lowest point it's ever been, which is right now it's at 20%. So they're even recalculating how they do the metrics. That's obvious. Maybe count those orders they didn't used to count, where they're sending them to us like round orders, but not like once an hour. I don't know what they're doing. Who knows what they're doing? There was a couple days this week they couldn't even get the pay right. Like the pay was showing up different individually than it was showing up. Like if you added up the individual deliveries, they didn't add up to the total. And that's ridiculous. There's no way to track it then. It used to be a lot of times they would offer us a $35 delivery. We would take it. It would go down to 30. But then after we completed it, at least in the payment part of the app, it would show up right. Well, it stopped showing up right. Now the total was right, I think, but there's no way to, really know. Because you don't remember exactly what they offered you, of course. What a mess. It's just been a mess. Just put it out there. Just to have a conversation. Nothing wrong with that. We'll see how this weekend goes. Maybe this weekend will be so busy that I'll put out another video. Don't believe the madness.